What up, y'all? Y'all know who it is. So, on my way to Shenandoah to do a 2-night, 2.5, 3-day backpack excursion. Well, my day started late to where I didn't leave work right away. I had to go back home, do some things, have some business. And so I left the house around 5 o'clock. So by the time I get to the trailhead, it will be around 9 o'clock. Sun sets at 7:30. So you're looking at an hour and 30 minutes into the dark. So I'm debating now if I should just stay in the car and sleep. That way I get some good protection. Take the seat, fold it down, hop out the sleeping bag and go to sleep. Or do I do a night hike, which I'm on the more of the side of the night hike, and go to the campsite, which isn't really that far from where I want to be. So anyone that knows me, I'm not a big fan of night hiking. Too many variables, too many things can go wrong. One, you can't see. So, and two, I'm by myself. So it's like anything that wants to go wrong, that can go wrong, will go wrong. I mean, hell, just the fact that I'm backpacking can go wrong. I mean, it's the reason why they always tell you that you need to know your gear, have your wits about you, and do whatever. But either way, I'm gonna get to Shanna, sign in, check in, get my permit, and go about my day. So all right, y'all. So I'm here in Shenandoah. It's like 9:15, I believe. And of course, the office is closed. What surprised me is that there were no backpacking permits that I've always seen at mile marker 105, the south end of Shenandoah. I can't think of the name. But I'm gonna go ahead and go in. I think I might just stay in the car tonight and start the trip tomorrow. It's pitch dark. It is pitch effing dark. So we're getting ready to get started. A little chilly. I'm not stressing about it too much. Behind me is where I'll be coming up when I'm done with this hike. And in front of me is where I'm going to start. I ended up seeing like 3 deers earlier as I was getting ready. Didn't get a chance to record them because I was getting ready. So yeah, here's the trailhead. No fires as always. We're gonna go up in that direction. I'm not quite sure what the blaze is. Once I find out, I'll let you know. So Meadow Spring Trail, going to the AT for 0.6 miles. So yeah, I want to go hit up the AT. And you guys know how I do it. First couple steps. Gotta show you how they look. Looking at a blue blaze, a light blue blaze. So with that being said, I'm already going up. Let's get cranking out here. Not sure how far I am into the hike, but I come around the bend and I see this fireplace. So of course, I guess this used to be a cabin, someone's cabin. But I mean, an old relic like this just gives you an idea of how we used to live back in the day. So I think that's pretty cool. Really cool. I'm here at the AT. There's the white blaze right there. White blaze over there. So I was on Meadow Spring Trail I was 0.6 that I did. I want to go southbound on the Appalachian Trail. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Yeah, I want to go southbound on the Appalachian Trail. And it's a 2.4 to Thornton's Gap. And then Bird Nest Shelter is 0.07 miles. That's where I want to go. Bird Nest Shelter first. Hit that 0.7 up. And do it like that. And the reason why I want to do that is because I haven't eaten any breakfast yet. Stand by a second. Wind's definitely blowing. I don't know how many miles. I think the weather report said 9 to 10. So let's hurry up and get to the shelter and reassess some of my clothing options real quick. Throw some extra stuff on, like some gloves, first and foremost. So, yep, definitely gloves. So yeah, but other than that, my legs are where they need to be. My chest is protected. My arms are a little cold. That's much expected. But I think once my hands get covered up, I'll be fine. So, yeah. Oh man, that would have been a gorgeous view. It would have been, but a complete whiteout as it is. So I would love to come back here one day. Well, I will when I do the Appalachian Trail. Absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. Guess what I found? They were in my pocket. Alright, so here we are. The Bird Nest Shelter. Kind of glad I didn't sleep up here last night because complete whiteout. And it would have been freezing. Kind of glad I slept in my car. So, the wind is blowing from my left side. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop in the shelter real quick. Take out some food, eat. I wonder where the water's at though. I mean, I don't need it, if there's any. Thought there was when I read the particulars about this place. Probably was misspoken. Fire pitch right there. That would have been a beautiful scene right there. Hang your bear bags up there, and oh man, this is like way better. Like, dude, this is like, feels so much better in here. Platform. It says it sleeps 8. So, and where would I hike? I mean, where would I camp out here? I really don't know. So, of course, bear advisement. Saw one yesterday. Little cub, fallen tree. Let's see what else we got. Bird nest number 3. Another fireplace. Ah, there used to be water up here. Okay, I can see where I can camp along here. Okay. And then Pivy's over there. We walked up on that. So, let's get into the shelter, get out of this wind. So I got my water boiling. Waiting for it to cook the oatmeal in which I have planned on eating. So I was sitting here in the shelter just thinking to myself, and I realized that at all of my backpacking trips, like literally out of all of my backpacking trips, I've never had to hike like in the rain. Like seriously, I've always camped out in the rain. I've always like, I mean, I never had to do it like this. And this stupid thing, they couldn't make this a lot easier. I got a new toy, several toys. I got a stand for this gas stove. It doesn't wanna. Excuse me, I just had to get something to me. Yeah, I got a stand for my gas stove because I got tired of the wobbliness of my stove, and this thing doesn't want to come off. Oh, there it is. It's a pain to get on in the first place, and it's a pain to get off, but it's good to have it and not have it. So let me put my gloves back on. I took my raincoat off because I wanted it to drip out and dry out. I didn't want to be tracking in here with wet clothes per se. Then I threw my jacket on so I can warm up, which is keeping me warm. It's doing a good job. I think I need to get another layer for this time of the year. So remember this, that when it's 50 degrees outside in the mountains, I need to have another layer, because right now I got a base layer on. I have a vest on, and right now it's just jacket. So, I mean, when I'm moving, I'm somewhat okay, chill, but I'm generating heat. I'm not walking fast, but I'm generating heat. I have a thin layer of silk, extreme cold weather shirt that I got at a Army surplus store when I was down in Savannah. It's very lightweight. I think I'm gonna put that in my repertoire of clothes to wear. I have one black and I have one tan, so I'm gonna start putting that in my repertoire for this time of the year. That may help resolve the issue. Honestly, I won't know until I come back here with Julian. So, but I'm gonna make sure he has something of that effect too as well. I mean, so far so good. The wind's coming more from the behind me, but there is some wind that is coming in. I can see it as you look at the fog, the fog's being moved. Every now and then the wind blows in. So, but I'm enjoying myself thus far. Feels kind of weird. But I can obviously see where through hikers get upset about the rain, because you're cold, because I'm cold. It's raining. Well, the rain's not too much to bother me. The cold does. So, and then you're trying to get comfortable as much as you can. So I can see where that comes into play. So next on my agenda is getting water. I just used a half a liter to make this meal, thinking that there was water up there, which a long time ago I guess there was. Yeah. And I still had a half liter that I spent on cooking, and I still got like a 3/4 of a liter, almost a full liter for drinking. So yeah. So if I come across some water, I'm definitely gonna stop and get that. So I gotta take out my dirty bladder so I can have it in my pocket, and then I'll just keep it on standby, pull it out, filter as I go. So I don't have to go in my bag too much. You know, I'm trying to just like streamline my stuff. That's part of the reason why I'm out here, is like streamline one of my mini shakedowns. So when I actually do get out here on the AT or decided to do like a week-long backpacking trip, I'm solid. So with that being said, I'm out here. So when they talk about being on the side of the mountain, there's the trail, there's the mountain. Now, I'm on it. If I fall, I'm off it. I'm on it. If I fall, I'm off it. Just thought about that. Thought you guys want to know that this ain't no joke. So slowing down, best option that I ever made. Well, best decision I ever made. It's one of the best options I have. But the best decision I ever made. Sometimes you don't need to go fast. And besides, you miss some of the most beautiful things when you go fast. And then with also raining, I don't want to scare any animals like the deer or the bears, because I'm coming up quiet, really not talking to myself unless I turn the camera on. And I don't want to scare them, especially being I have nowhere to go. So yeah, I'm coming close to Pinnacle Campground pretty soon. Once I get there, I plan on taking a break. I gotta use the bathroom, and that's pretty cool. There used to be something over there. Guess too many people got injured. Huh. Looks like a cave. No, it's not.
Thought it was. Okay. Used to head, excuse me, the bathroom, and stretch out a little bit, give the knees a break. My back was great. Whew. My trekking pole missed its mark, almost fell. And then charged my GoPro. Really don't think this camera can really justify what I see here. With all this destruction, there's also beauty in it. Wow. Alright y'all, so I'm done with the AT and I'm going to hit on the Nicholas Hollis Trail. I'm at the trailhead right now. So, yeah, we'll see how it takes. So pretty much I'm going to be crossing the street here. And my trailhead is right there. Listen out for cars. Yeah, we're looking at a blue blaze. Light blue blaze. So, to get to the Corbin Mountain Trail is 3.2 miles. That's doable in the day. There's a campsite that's right there. Nicholas Hall Trail, 1.4 miles. 0.4 miles. Now, I really could never understand how Shenandoah sets up their trail systems. I really don't. If it wasn't for a map, I would probably be lost. If it wasn't for the fact that I may not remember the trail names, but that's why I like my guy at GPS, because it lets me know, hey, you're going in the right direction. So, yeah. Well, with that being said, let's get it going. Let me put the phone up and let's crack it. Oh, trail cam. Just ran into a trail cam. So that tells me there's probably animals that use this trail. So low, it's very low, so probably deer, wolves, cubs, bears. I mean, don't get me lying. That reminds me of that video I saw on YouTube a long time ago, and it was from Shenandoah. They did like a 30-day lapse on who used the trail and at what time of the day. A lot of humans during the day, a lot of animals at night. Randomly, you saw some bears. So with that being said, let's get it going. Let's get it cracking. Let's get out of here. Coming to the river. Cool. There's a little cabin right up there. I think I'm gonna stop and hang out there for a minute. Sit down, see where I'm at. Rest my feet a little bit. Take a picture. It'll last longer. Like a good campsite right there. Just got finished resting up. I was at the Corbin cabin. I like to say cabin in the woods. Met this nice couple. I didn't hang out too long once they got there because I didn't want to come off to be a creeper because they paid for the cabin. Caught me off guard. I thought they were just resting up like I was. We made good small talk, so I got them to be comfortable with me just being there for that little bit of time because I was letting my phone charge, and it was a covered, dry location. So I'm very cognizant of people that aren't through hiking or that aren't backpacking. They are outdoorsy people, or maybe weekend type people. The husband did have a backpack, but I think they were more like glamping. So unless they are like sleeping in a tent and whatnot, I try not to come off extra friendly as I would do for a person that's hiking the trail, like true backpacking, hiking the trail. And I do that because we're a special breed of people, and I don't want to bring negativity to our community, because sometimes you can be over nice where you make people uncomfortable, and I'm very cognizant of how I make people, comfortable, and I'm not saying this as a black and white thing because I did that trail, racism on trail. I'm saying this is because I'm a stranger. At the end of the day, I'm a man by myself in the middle of the woods on a cruddy day, well, they are also out here too as well. and I never want them to come off as if I'm overstepping my boundary, because there's a level of boundaries. You get what I'm saying? And also they wanted me to take a look inside their cabin, which I wanted to, but again, like I told them, I said that's your privacy. Me stepping in there, I see it as an invasion of privacy, because that's their intimate moment. That's their getaway weekend, because it's Friday. I'm guessing they were gonna hang out Saturday, hike in on Sunday, and we'll hike back out on Sunday, to return to work on Monday. So I think it's very intuitive of me, to understand situations like this, despite the fact, they wanted to be nice and let me in, because I was nice, I'm a nice guy, but still, you don't want to always overstay, or ruin it for the next person, because I'm looking at it for two fronts. One, as a backpacker, you get what I'm saying? I don't want to, put a negative experience in their mouth as a backpacker, and two, as an African American man, I don't want to do that either. So there's two things I'm worried about, and yeah, they were nice people. I know I can take care of myself. I'm pretty fit enough to defend myself, but yeah, you got to know when it's time to leave. You got to know when it's time to stay. You got to know when it's time to leave. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away. You got to count your... I don't know the words of the song. But with that being said, let me get these 2.1 done. I think I can do it in 1 hour. And then it's elevation from there. I might be able to get to the target campsite that I really want to get to. That's not that far off the Hazel Trail today. And then that'll put me closer to the caves in the fall, so we can enjoy tonight. With that being said, out here. So I'm at camp. Everything is still hazy right now because I'm really tired. I had I didn't want to eat. Wasn't able to keep anything down. So I've been nibbling on dry fruit. I had two those Cliff bars. One just before I got into camp, and then one when I was back at the cabin. I did have that oatmeal yesterday morning, but I couldn't just like eat it. I was like, yeah, whatever. I didn't want it. Now I'm in my camp. I'm soaking wet. My North Face coat is completely soaked. My Columbia coat is completely soaked. Like internally, I'm soaked. Part of it's from the equipment, and part of it was me from sweating, trying to avoid from sweating. I stink. I've never smelled this bad before. The rain like magnifies your smell by times 10. I got a little bit of lemon juice over here. I'm gonna shake it up and take it, and then I'm gonna get in my sleeping bag, change into my clothes, get in my sleeping bag, and I'm gonna go to bed. Or just late. Let's just try to get my morale up. Listen to something. I tried calling out to Mama. Unfortunately, I have no signal. I can't even text. I mean, it is what it is. This was a good hike so far, but man, when I came off the AT, reality set in. I think I'm so fantasized with the Appalachian Trail that I can easily go to a shelter, you know what I'm saying? But there's no shelter around here. There's no one else out here but me. And I think the reality of that has set in. So I got to get myself set up, get everything where it needs to be. And then, yeah, I'll be all right. So with that being said, out here.